Russian President Vladimir Putin's short trip to New Delhi on Monday was a power-packed one. Putin, who left Russia only twice since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, acknowledged India as a great power, a friendly nation, and a time-tested friend. Modi also made a note of the importance of the long-standing friendship. He said, there have been many fundamental changes at a global level in the past several decades, but the India-Russia friendship has been a constant among all these variables. The two leaders met for the first time since the 2019 BRICS summit. Here are three big takeaways from the entire summit. Russia and India reaffirmed their commitment to deepen financial and military ties and reiterated that they share many common responsibilities. Modi said that the year 2021 was important for both nations as it marked 5 decades of the 1971 Treaty of Peace, Friendship and Cooperation and 2 decades of the strategic partnership. Modi and Putin also agreed on the need for sustained economic cooperation. This includes the discussion to operationalize the $1 billion line of credit to develop the Russian Far East, which Modi announced in 2019. The two leaders also agreed to achieve the target of $20 billion in trade and $50 billion in investment between the two countries by 2025. A part of the discussion was to start negotiations on a potential trade agreement between India and the Eurasian Economic Forum. The two leaders also focused on steel production. In an agreement, Russia would supply coal to India for steel production. They also discussed producing specialty steel under PLI scheme in India using Russian technology. In all, 28 pacts were signed, including one for the joint production of over 6 lakh AK-203 rifles in a facility in Uttar Pradesh. The two nations also emphasized on the need to counter terrorism and ensure that Afghanistan is not used to shelter, train, plan or finance any terrorist group including ISIS, Al-Qaeda and the Lashkar-e-Taiba. The mention of the LET in the statement is significant as it reflects Russia's understanding of India's concern over the Pak-based terror outfit. The summit also marked the first ever 2+2 foreign and defense dialogue between India and Russia. The meeting was attended by External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and his Russian counterpart. The ministers talked about issues that were important both bilaterally and regionally. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh even spoke of China's unprovoked aggression on the northern border, though he did not name the nation. While talking about the S-400 deal, Lavrov took on the US and said that India showed that it was clearly and firmly a sovereign country and it makes its own decisions on defense procurement.